Hi, beautiful people. It's Indigo's World. Welcome or welcome back. So, today I'm going to be taking some time to showcase my art. I'll be showing you about 5 or 6 of my paintings along with some sketches at the end. I feel like this is crucial and necessary because we are in the rise of AI and technological advancements. And there's like not even a second where we can go on like social media, for example, and not see AI art or AI slop all over our feeds. So it is extremely important and refreshing to support local artists and any other artists alike. Remember that art is an umbrella term for multiple facets, such as theater, for example, or dance, or literature, fine arts. The list can go on. And it's important because I feel like, and many others would probably agree, that art drives purpose in this world. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this little video. It's going to be a little sit back type of video. You can watch it for your leisure, to learn something about me or yourself. Just enjoy yourself, just be present and witness real work made by real hands. I have thoughts, emotions, just like you. So thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoy once again. So the first painting that I would love to talk about is When Night Falls. This is an old painting. I painted this in 2023. It is about 36 by it's 3 feet. It's 3 feet, and it's majority oil acrylic paint with acrylic ink, and I wanted to capture the narrative of a girl stepping into womanhood. There's a blood moon with a crescent moon. Those are both symbols of femininity, new beginnings, rebirth, and the birds, they symbolize freedom. And the figure, she's a fallen angel. Her wings are bloodied and bruised, but she still has her bows intact. She's still feminine. She still has some ounce of innocence, although it feels as though it is being stripped away from her, almost as if someone is trying to pull her wings off. The bruising of the what is it called? Like the backwash, I'm gonna say. So I started off with a sky blue acrylic wash, not gouache, wash. And then I kind of smeared some tan acrylic paint over it. And then just like fucking rubbed in some like magenta oil paint. And that created a nice bruising effect. And then there's a lot of emotion. I mean, I put my blood, sweat, and tears literally into this shit. This was a final for one of my painting classes, because I don't know if I stated this in the last video, but I did go to an art school, so I do have like some educational background when it comes to painting and stuff. And yeah, when people tell me their interpretation or perception of what this painting means to them, it shocks me. Like, one woman said that the girl looks like she's envious of the birds, like she's wanting to be one of them, even though she has wings. She can't fly with them. And I was like, whoa, I should have fucking thought of that. Man, I was thinking too small. I was thinking about freedom. But geez, I love when people engage with art and have their own thoughts about art. It's fucking cool. So if you have any interpretations of any of the paintings that you see today, please engage with it. Be present with it. And yeah, so the next painting is the Lotus. This is 18 by 24 standard. I bought this canvas at probably fucking Michael's. This was a more abstract, lucid piece. What I like about my style is that although like my painting style may seem lucid or fluid, it's very controlled. So with this experimentation with abstraction, I'm aware that the one of the flowers in the painting is not a lotus but a lily. But it doesn't matter because both the lotus and the lily in this case represent rebirth. I am fascinated with the concept of death and rebirth, and I believe it to be extremely true because I feel like I've transgressed many years and I've lived many lives, but that's a story for a different day. So this one, it's a figure of a woman just taking her clothes off carelessly, but there's a sense of, tranquility. I think I've said that earlier, like women being tranquil. It's just very, like, painting is very therapeutic to me because I feel like I'm irritated all the time or have so much anger within inside me that I just need to transmute it into something beautiful. But other than that, I don't really have much to say. It is what I do have to say is that it's one of my favorites, and I actually sold the original piece to my English professor. She was really interested in my art, and I was surprised that she picked my favorite painting, one of my favorite paintings, and then one of my least favorite paintings that I hated. So it was like the duality of it all was very interesting. And I need to understand that I have a lot of talent and skill, and I am capable of creating things that people enjoy no matter what I make. The third painting is actually untitled, but I feel like it deserves the title of Summer. Again, it's a woman being tranquil, relaxed. There's no one bothering her. She's in solitude and happy and content. The waves clash and the trees they flow, but she stands still. The fourth painting that I would love to share is personal identity. So this was an assignment for my art school again, and we were supposed to capture our personal identity. So here I have two flowers representing femininity and the flower of my state, and then the Mona art style is Panamanian influenced. I grew up seeing the textile everywhere in the house. Anytime that I went to Panama, and then the lizard and the parrot have special connections to my soul because I have a lot of experiences with them. One, okay, so the reason why I actually put the lizard there originally with the barred window is because when I was showering in Panama, a lizard jumped on my back. Yeah, I screeched and jumped, but it was such like a juvenile thing. It was comedic. And then parrot, my grandpa has a parrot named Rico, and he used to talk a lot, but after my grandma passed, he stopped talking, which is very sad and unfortunate. But he's still alive, he's doing well, and he has been talking again. Sometimes, grief takes a while for not only humans but animals. And yeah, this is a self-portrait of me. I've used mainly oil paint and oil pastel. And yeah, the figure is obviously me. It's a self-portrait. I look very tan because I am very tan. This camera just makes me look dead. I think I said that earlier. If not, I look fucking dead. And yeah, so during this time, I was really obsessed with vanity or beauty. I feel like beauty is a very important aspect of my being, although I don't take it very seriously anymore. I just do what I want. Like, if I don't really like force myself to look a certain way anymore. If I feel like doing it, I do it. Why do you think my eyebrows look like this? Why do you think my hair looks like this? Why do you think I look like this? You know, I feel like before it was very strategic and like, oh, I have to wear this day and this. Man, just fucking live. But I wanted to capture that during that time. And the hand that is like holding the flowers is my mom's hand. So yeah, on to the next discussion. I wanted to showcase this painting because it's kind of like, it's a commission, but it also represents summer culture. So the woman is actually a family member of mine, and she's wearing a pollera. It is traditional Panamanian attire, and the person that commissioned it, which was, I think, a friend of my mom's, he wanted me to capture her in a certain way. I had to redo it. Originally, the son had a third eye, but the commissioner was like, "Nah, take that off." I was like, "This is me though. Like, I feel like I incorporate the third eye in a lot of my pieces. Well, not in the ones that I've shown you, but maybe in the future you'll see that in action." So yeah, there's no meaning other than like her embodying the energy of the sun. That was the original purpose of the sun being there, but it's okay. I mean, it's still there. It just didn't have the thing that I liked most about the piece. And now I want to show you some of my sketches. There's no chronological order, just sketches that I want to show and just put out there. So the first one is a kind of like, I want to say like watercolor sketch, but it's not just mainly watercolor. I sketched the figures out with pencil, and then I added like light washes of watercolor, and then used like some random black gel pen for the outlining. And what I wanted to capture from this piece is the action and emotion of someone kind of diving headfirst into their desires, knowing that it's not healthy for them. So I had a routine of smoking a cigarette and drinking some coffee. So caffeine plus Nick combination. Wow. The figures, the hands and both the purple head figure are me. So this is a personal piece relating to what I was going through at the time. I feel like I was being very unhealthy with my actions, desires, and everything that accompanies that, very lustful. And I'm not saying that having sex is bad, embracing your sexuality is bad, but when it causes harm not only to you, but to other people, that is when you need to look for a different, solution, different coping mechanisms. And the other sketches that are being shown are just sketches that I would love to share and don't really have any specific meaning. But I would also like to say that when it comes to creating a narrative or, trying to add elements to your art to sustain that narrative, I have some experience with, creative writing. I was in AP literature courses in high school. I was in advanced writing classes. So I'm not saying that you need to be a writer. I'm saying that you need to, explore different mediums in order to gain more angles on different categories within your art. See, I know that I need to get better at perspective, for example, or composition, color. But this is to say that for me, it's very easy for me to creatively and fluidly write a story. Putting it into an image is a little harder, I would say, I would admit, but once you can tap into the emotions that you are trying to provoke through your narrative, I feel like that is when your art speaks true meaning, even if it doesn't have a meaning. Because then again, art is subjective. And that's the fun thing about it. Everyone can have their own opinion on an art piece. The artist's opinion doesn't have to matter. The fact is that the art is now, and how you perceive and use that art to grow is what's important. Hope you enjoyed this little video. Yeah, if you have any questions, any clarifications that you want me to share, just comment it and I'll just reply. But yeah, I hope y'all have a nice day or night and sleep tight. Stay tuned for another spontaneous video in the future.